Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host John D, and today we are clearly playing GTA 5. Okay, so in case anyone has been watching any of the videos I put out, which given the analytics that I've been looking at on Google/YouTube, has been pretty much nobody. If anyone's actually been paying attention, then you can clearly hear that I have gotten a better microphone. I've got a cheap pair of headphones off of Amazon. Shout out to Amazon. And yeah, the mic is clearly better. So apologize for the audio and the other videos I put out so far, but you know what? You get what you get. Shout out to David Cross. I don't know if there's any David Cross fans in the house, but oh Lord, oh yeah, I love David Cross. The guy is absolutely hilarious. I'm also going to try to not to curse quite as much in the other videos. The fiance has told me what I already knew, and that cursing so much in these videos is just not going to do anything for me in terms of trying to... Okay, well, yeah, that's where that shit goes. In terms of trying to actually get the videos up and about and distributed and monetized. Like, we're so far away from monetization, it's just ridiculous right now. Like, monetization is like a freaking... It's only really loud in these headphones. Jesus Christ. Yeah, none of these videos are ever getting monetized. This video's never... Or this channel's never taking off. That's just not happening. So, in the meantime, I'll keep playing Grand Theft Auto because, you know, like all poor people, video games allow you to go and explore places you can't afford to actually go to. So, you know, thanks. And right now we're just driving around. I have no directive here, no intention. I'm just trying to play. So, okay, we'll just see what happens, I suppose. I've already beaten the game, like, a long time ago. So, I pretty much have nearly, near unlimited money.
Yeah, that's dumb luck right there.
I don't think I can afford I said golf station. The golf station. That's not a thing. The golf course. I don't think I can afford that with just this character. So, but other than that, pretty much have unlimited income. We'll just see what happens. Yep. Okay. I have to admit, these headphones actually sound really good. And I'm impressed by the mic quality. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'd be impressed by any mic quality other than what I was using before, but still. Yep, okay. Yep. Uh-huh. I want you to hit me. I want you to hit me. They're trying to hit me. Hit me! Mm-hmm. I feel like the only reason why I can play GTA is that I don't actually condone violence. Like, I'm a big UFC fan. I love UFC. Nate Diaz is the shit. Both Diaz brothers, as a matter of fact. And John Jones. Shout out to John Jones, just won last night. But in real life, I love martial arts, but would never do any of these things. I feel like at this point, kind of have to disclose that in today's society. So I don't condone violence, but this is just a video game. None of this is real. None of this reflects my actual opinions on thing. You know, that one thing. That thing. None of my actual opinions about life or ideologies are reflected in gameplay here. This is literally just a video game, and that's how... Yep, that's how that... Exactly how that would go. No, and that's how that goes. I think a lot of people have difficulty separating their ideologies in terms of art and media. Like any medium for art, whether it's music, paintings, that sort of thing, and separating that from their political or religious ideologies, which I understand. Like, I get it. Like, I see that, especially if you're very opinionated, which I am. Like, there's this idea, I think, that you have to have very strong opinions in any particular direction in order to be considered opinionated. When, at least to me,
Sorry about that, sweetie.
your opinion on how you feel about the world is what I'm trying to say. Doesn't have to... You don't have to believe in everything that an artist does in order to appreciate the art. At least to me. Some people can't separate the two, and that's completely understandable because art is in fact made by people, right? So I understand if you can't separate those two. I get it. But for me, and maybe it's just by virtue of the people and the artists that I like, I think that there's a very clear distinction between the work that somebody does and the product that is created from that. And just because somebody, in general, not anyone, but just in general, just because someone is a certain way or holds certain beliefs, doesn't mean that you have to believe in that or agree with it in general in order to appreciate the art or the work they produce. And the example I always give when these conversations come up is you don't go out and... Yep, yeah, it is. Jesus. You don't... Like, tons of terrible people participate in construction projects, right? Like, tons of really bad people, I'm sure. Not that, clearly not saying that any or all construction workers are bad. I'm simply saying, as an example, that there's just bad people in every profession, right? If you can just get with me on that. So, by that same logic, if you're going to sit there and try to say that you can't appreciate someone's art simply because they are a bad person or hold beliefs that conflict with your own, and we should, you know, not only not appreciate the art or observe it, but even try to take it down in some cases, then I think by that same logic, we would tear schools down, right? We would tear schools down, we would tear government buildings, we would tear up the roads because tons of really bad people have been involved with any number of projects. I mean, just bad people just exist, right? They're out there, and I don't, you can go down that rabbit hole, like what constitutes a bad person. I'm not trying to do that. I'm simply saying that bad people contribute bad people contribute to good works, and it's just the difference between them and an artist or a writer or anyone like that is that most of these people don't ever actually get any sort of acknowledgement or a spotlight shown on them to where you get to analyze their personality. You know, they're kind of like unsung heroes, just building roads, or building, yeah, they build roads. You know, paving roads, building buildings, doing those sorts of things. So that's my soapbox for the day, I suppose. I don't know. It's interesting to me because I feel like most people don't ever think in those terms, and I don't know. Maybe it's I've just got a really crappy gaming channel, so it's not like I'm over here trying to tell you how to think. Just simply trying to offer maybe a different point of view. So every time I play Grand Theft Auto, it makes me want to go to California. I've never been. Somehow I've been to other parts of the world. Like I've been to Europe, I've been to the Caribbean. I live in the Southeast, as I'm sure you can tell by my accent, but you know, I've been on the complete other side of the globe, and yet I still haven't made it 3,000 miles out west. But every time I play this game, man, it just makes, I don't know. Maybe it's not I've heard a wide variety of opinions of how LA and, you know, just the West Coast is in general, and like most things, I'm sure it's very dependent on your experience, but I've also heard it's beautiful. California looks gorgeous. One of the things I love most, I'm a weird guy, right? I was an econ major, so economics was cool to me, like the study of people and resources, all that stuff is really interesting to me. What was I saying? I've stopped saying a lot of ums. Yeah, there we go again. Where was that at? Oh yeah. All of that was really interesting to me, and every time I play this game, just I don't know if it's just something about that sunset. You know, I'm a sucker for palm trees. I spent a little bit of time down in Miami. Like, I was very fortunate to be able to live down in Miami for a short period of time, but it was long enough. Okay. It was long enough that obviously I was able to form an opinion Jesus, of South Florida and that whole scene, and I loved it because I love palm trees, I love sunshine, I love being tan. Like, the worst thing for me is just cold, dreary weather, which is what we've had a lot of in North Carolina recently, particularly Charlotte metro area. So I'm ready for things to start warming up down. I don't know about other places, but down south, when I see March, I start to get excited. Like, when February rolls around, and I'm just like, oh God, another month of crap ass weather. But the silver lining is that I know typically in years past, I don't know about, you know, how things are going to shape up, but typically when you start, when you look at the calendar and March is the next month, down here it's like, okay, it's going to start being in the mid 50s, maybe highs in the 60s at the end of the month if all goes well, and you can start to put this winter just this winter this winter, I was going to say nastiness, but then that made me feel weird, and I'm sure anyone like nastiness. I don't even like using the word nasty. Nasty sounds weird. Like, if you say nasty, like, it's just, to me, it has this sexual connotation. Like, let's get nasty. Like, nah. No, I don't want to get nasty, right? I mean, I do, but not with you. Or maybe you, but not you. Okay. Alright. Yeah, the weather. Long story short, TLDR, I'm hoping that next month things start to warm up, because I'm pretty friggin' sick of this disgusting ass weather. Oh my god, we almost hit that car. You saw that, right? Yeah, you saw that. So, the settings on my PlayStation that I'm using to record all of this apparently was only for 15 minutes. I didn't even realize, well, one, I didn't realize that we'd already played for 15 minutes, and two, I didn't realize that I only had 15 minutes set up. But it just so happened to, it just so happened to stop in a good place.
Take that, nigga.
It almost sounded, oh god,
Shit, I said it wouldn't be nothing.
oh god. I think she needs her car back. Nope, none of that. I was talking about weather, but we're clearly over that. I'm over that, you're over that, it's cool, you get it. You didn't tune in this channel. My god, man. No one tunes into this channel. Jesus. No one tuned in to this channel. Well, just point blank. No one tuned in this channel, alright? But no one clearly tuned into the channel. I say clearly a lot. No one tuned into the goddamn channel to watch me just talk about the weather, so. I feel like I actually had like a good vibe going on, and now it's just kind of gone, but that's fine. I need some way to, okay. Man, this car is slow. I lost my train of thought. Okay, well. We're just, yeah, that's not working well. Again, I'm just impressed by how good these headphones and microphone are. Like, I know I've talked about it a couple times, but still, they just sound better than I thought they would. And particularly because it was like $20. Like, I spent 20 bucks on some cheap headphones on Amazon, and they got good reviews, but I don't know. I know it's because I'm coming from like the videos I've been putting out, and sound quality's not good, video quality's not that great. Yeah, it's just overall the videos suck, but that's fine. It's kind of like what we do on this channel, you know. But I'm just, it's like, okay, well I have video and audio from the game, and I can talk. What? So, yeah. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Jeebus Cripes. Okay. Alright, well. That's pretty much the end of my soapbox. I hope it wasn't a soapbox. I hope anyone that happens to watch this video doesn't feel that it was a soapbox, because that was not my intention at all. Oh. Someone's not getting their car back. Yeah, it's never my intention to tell people how to think or how to feel or any of that stuff. I just try to provide some sort of, I don't know, alternative viewpoint or opinion, way of looking at things. And I don't know, maybe this will be a, saying again. Maybe this can be a new series, like a let's drive and talk about life sort of deal. So it's sad to say, but it was a little cathartic. Like, that was kind of nice. Like, you know, let's just drive around and cause mayhem.
Screw this.
And I'm just kind of absent-mindedly playing, and we'll just talk about life. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do me a favor. Yeah. Yep, car just stopped working. Oh god. Do me a favor, subscribe if you'd like to see more terrible videos. hit the like button. You know the drill. And I hope everyone has a great day. The sun is finally shining outside in the real world, not here. But outside right now, it actually looks gorgeous. So I'm going to try to get out and at least maybe take a ride or something and enjoy the day. And I hope you do as well. So again, I was your host, John D. And yeah, signing off. Thank you. God. Well, I can't just end it without... Alright. Okay. Here's your end.